Okay, this video is going to explain to you section 3.4. It's one of the videos, video number 1, which has to do with direct variation. And direct variation is basically a relationship between two things where there is a constant rate of change, okay? Algebraically, this is what it looks like as an equation. K cannot be 0, and K is the constant of variation. It's also known as the slope. You'll learn very quickly that this is the equation of a line, which we're going to be dealing with this entire chapter. And K is nothing more than the slope of that line. So you do already know how to find the slope of a line. So when you're finding the slope of a line, you learned this in the section prior to this, you need to find the difference in your y's and divide by the difference of your x's. This is moving very slow for me. So in this situation, we have to do a 3 minus a negative 3. So 3 minus a negative 3, over a 1 minus a negative 1. Okay, so when you calculate this out, you are going to get, change the sign and add, a 6 over a 2, which is a 3. Okay? So the slope of this direct variation is 3. So what the equation would look like, I'm going to change colors on you here. This, y equals 3x. That is the direct variation equation. So, in your homework, if you are giving something like this, here's an example, you're going to tell me the constant variation and the actual direct variation equation. So the constant variation is nothing more than the slope, okay? And then this is the equation. This is the direct variation equation. So you have to figure out what K is, okay? Now you should be able to do this just by looking and counting the slope. If you look at these, here's a point right here, okay, and a point right here. So, you know, rise over run is your slope. So we're going up 2 over 3. So our rise over run is 2 over 3. Now, is this slope going uphill or downhill? Hopefully you said downhill. And hopefully you know by now that downhill slopes are negative. And it's also negative if you can think of it in this way. You're going in one direction, you're going negative. Here we're going down 2 over 3. Or from going from here to here, we were going negative in the x direction, but positive in the y direction. So this is our slope. So to write the equation, it would look like this. Y equals negative 2/3 x. This would be the direct variation equation. Okay, now you are going to try. I've actually put even the points on here, so if you want to calculate the slope, you can calculate the slope, or if you can just count it out on the grid. So, time for you to try. Okay, hopefully when you calculated the slope, either you counted it or you did the subtraction. So I'm going to do the difference in y's, which is 5 minus a negative 5 over difference in x's, 3 minus a 3. So we get, change the sign now, we got 10 over a negative 6. Now if you were to reduce this, you would get 5/4, and then don't forget your negative out front. You also could have counted it. If you were over here, you could have gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's rise, going up 5. 1, 2, 3. The run is negative in the negative direction, and this is a downward slope, so the slope is negative. So your equation, though, should look like this. And that's the equation. Hopefully you got that right.